Great news for OG fans of Dancing with the Stars. Julianne Hough will be back in the ballroom tonight. Julianne will be taking her brother Derek's seat at the judging table. Derek has been out with COVID. He was diagnosed just after last week's show. Derek has been home quarantining since he was diagnosed with COVID last week. Derek shared this information just today with us on his Instagram stories. Let's hear what he had to say.
Everybody, today is the finale of Dancing with the Stars, and I am so bummed I can't be there, but I still have a few more days left of quarantine. The good news is, though, I definitely am feeling so much better today. I've definitely turned a corner. I feel great, but I still can't be there. But my sister Julianne will be filling my seat today as a judge. She's been there before. She knows what she's doing. So I'm excited for you all to see her.
Okay, so that is good news that we are swapping Derek for Julianne for a number of reasons. Number one, I love seeing her on the show and I wish she was back on all the time. Number two, Derek was supposed to also do a dancing number, and though I don't think she'll be taking his place on that, I can keep my fingers crossed. We can keep our fingers crossed. Number three, Derek is a high scorer, and I was worried that without his input that it would really impact the scores. However, I think that Julianne, being kind of a nice person as well, and also coming in at the last minute, I don't think she's going to come in and be this harsh judge on the finale night. So I think she'll pretty much score close as Derek, maybe not quite as elevated of scores, but we shall have to see. Those are the reasons why I am so happy and so excited to see Julianne back. I don't know how long it's been since she's gone, but it feels like forever. Now let me give you my predictions on who I think is going to win out of the finalists. Let me see if I can name them. We've got JoJo and Jenna. We've got Cody and Cheryl. We have Amanda and Alan. And we have Iman and Daniela. Iman is not the best technical dancer, but Daniela really choreographs to his strengths. And don't forget, tonight they get to do a freestyle. And Iman, ever since the first week when Len gave him like that really low score, I think it was like a 5 or a 6, or maybe even, it wasn't a 4, but it was like a 5. I said, no way. That guy, I don't watch basketball. I did not know him before this, but I said, that guy's got charisma. I enjoy watching him. It's fun, and I want him to stay. And every week I would vote for him because I enjoyed seeing him on the show. And not only that, Iman has a big following because he played in the NBA. He's also got a reality show. His wife is also a popular singer. And he has other people from the NBA who tweet out on his behalf. So he could get a lot of votes. And believe me, the votes from the home count a lot. JoJo and Jenna. Now, going into this, I think that they did an experiment. They did 2 females dancing. They took JoJo, who at the time, remember, she had just released the J Team, but her Siwa Dance Pop Revolution show hadn't aired, and she was still she wasn't wearing the bow anymore, but she was still like the younger JoJo. She's gone through quite a transformation on this show, and I think maybe it was like a coin toss to the people who cast her, but I always knew that she would do well because she is a trained dancer. And even though everybody's like, well, she's a trained dancer, so of course she's going to do well, but she wasn't trained in these ballroom styles, but she's a trained dancer who can pick up choreography and who is a super competitive person who works really hard at what she does. So I knew she would put everything into it, and I knew that she would do well as long as the people at home kept voting her in. And the only week where she was in the bottom 2 was the show that was on November 1st, the day after Thanksgiving. And I really think it's because her audience is so young and they were all tired that night, and maybe they didn't stay up and watch the show. Like, I am old and I was tired that night and I almost didn't stay up and watch the show. So I think that JoJo could win it, but there's other people who also have get a lot of votes, not huge following, but they seem to just get a lot of votes. Cody and Cheryl consistently get lower scores, but always end up not being in the bottom 2. I think, first of all, they got the audience's sympathy when they both caught COVID early in the season. Obviously, they didn't do that on purpose, and I'm glad they got better. But I think that it really helped them get the sympathy vote carried on. And also, it's just the Peloton crew, the Peloton army, whatever you call them. Cody's a fitness instructor, and he just has a big following, and people love him and they want to see him go through. And nothing personal, Cody, but I just think that there's better dancers. But as they have said, the better dancer doesn't always necessarily win. Amanda and Alan, I love you, but I don't think they're going to win. I don't think Amanda has as strong of a social media following. I just feel like there could have, like, Amanda is great and she's got dance training and she's interesting and everything, but there's other people that were eliminated, such as Olivia Jade, Suni, and I won't call her Sporty Spice because I can't think of her name right now, Mel, right? And for me in the beginning, I was looking more for them to go through. Now, I don't care for Olivia Jade, but I think she did okay in the show, and I think when they were making up the show cast, they thought, oh, people are going to love her. She's a social media influencer. You know, people have short memories. And then it kind of turned out that people didn't like her, or maybe her and Val together. For whatever reason, they didn't get the votes and they were out. I don't know why. I still don't know why Sporty Spice is not in there. I thought she was amazing and she deserved to be there. And Suni, I think, had the potential to like be the champion, but she didn't hit that potential or get to where she was hitting it until right when she got voted off. Now, I think she should have been kept over Amanda, because I think that Amanda started here and went to here. I think Suni started here and she was on the rise, and it would have been really interesting to see her in a finale, especially in a freestyle where she could have done all of her tricks, all of her flips. I don't know what the rules are for freestyle. I think there are no rules. Okay, so I don't think Amanda and Alan will win. However, I really like Alan. I love that he wore all those crazy costumes, and I look forward to seeing him on future seasons. So just to recap, I think JoJo and Jenna have a good chance of winning. However, there may be other people who get more votes due to social media popularity. I think that Cody is probably out of the four, the least good dancer. However, they have a very good chance to win because Cody just gets a lot of votes because of Peloton, I guess. I don't know why. I think that Iman is not the best dancer, but I love him, and I think he has a great chance to win because everybody loves him. He's a very likable guy. He's very charismatic. They do very interesting dances. It's going to be a very thrilling freestyle, I can only imagine. And so I feel like Iman's got a really good chance to win, and I don't think Amanda and Alan will win. So between Iman, JoJo, and Cody, I am having a hard time calling it. Who do I want to win? I feel like the best dancer out of those three is definitely JoJo. So as a dance fan, I would like to see JoJo win. Charisma-wise, they've all got charisma. They would all be good winners, but I don't feel like it's fair for Cody to win because I don't feel like his dancing is as good. So I really would put it between Iman and JoJo. And my gut is telling me that Iman would beat JoJo. And I'm not invested enough to where that makes me sad, but it's like my brain and my heart are telling me pick JoJo to win. But my gut is saying Iman might pull it out because Iman might get a ton of votes, especially if he does an amazing freestyle. So I guess we'll just have to wait to see. But so I've narrowed it down to 2 couples, and I've listed a few who I thought could have been in the final in Amanda's place. No offense, Amanda. I do think she's very good. Okay, I can't wait to edit this and post this before the show airs, if I can manage that. And welcome back, Julianne. Please get comfortable and be there again next season. This has been the best season of Dancing with the Stars in memory. I watched the show from, not season 1, but season 2 for a long time, and then I stopped when Tiger took over. I watched a little bit when Carol Baskin was on, but I took a little break from the show. But this has got me right back in, and I'm ready for season 31. If they can keep getting great casts like this, I will be there. Thank you for watching. My name's been Deb. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another video.